Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing, starting off with some cloudy conditions this morning and expecting clouds to stick around as we go through today before things clear out going into the evening hours. But overall, we'll see a dry and seasonable day. We will see a breeze pick up as we get later into the day. Take a look at the current surface analysis. We have this outgoing area of low pressure off the coast, and we'll see this area of high pressure building into the area as we get into the day on Friday, but it's going to push this boundary through, and that's when we'll see those winds ramp up a bit late this afternoon. But then high pressure builds in as we go into Friday, setting up for a nice day on Friday. But on the chilly side, if we look at the current conditions, we'll see scattered deck around 4,600 feet, broken at 8,000 and broken at 13,000. Winds out of the northwest at 7 knots, temperature at 39 degrees, and the relative humidity is at 82%. Let's take a quick look at the local radar. You can see it did have some reflectivity starting to swing into the local area, but we can see over the last hour they're starting to diminish, and we're expecting a very slight chance of maybe a sprinkle, but that's looking less and less likely as we continue through the morning. Just some cloud cover around. If we look at the current visible satellite as the sun rises here, we can see lots of clouds over the area. They'll be swinging out of the area, but then we'll keep some clouds around as we go into the afternoon with the cloud layer developing as those winds start to pick up this afternoon. If we look at the model here, see how things play out over the next couple of days. Again, expecting dry conditions as we go through today as that area of high pressure builds in. That boundary pushes through, we'll see those winds increasing. A good chance of seeing a wind advisory towards the second part of the afternoon, at least for a little while. And then as we go into the evening, continue dry conditions. We'll see things clearing out and the temperatures really dropping as the winds lighten up. We get those clear skies, so we'll see a chilly start to the day on Friday, and won't see a rebound in the temperatures very much on Friday with a chilly day, with a few degrees below average for this time of year, but continue with dry conditions. And then as we go through the day Friday and into Saturday, overnight we'll see an increase in the clouds becoming overcast moving into Saturday. Then that area of low pressure we've been watching continues to track into the area. We'll see a chance of some light rain by the late morning, with rain becoming likely as we get into the afternoon hours, and the more moderate to heavier rain will move in during the late afternoon and into the evening hours. Also, as this area of low pressure moves through, we'll see those winds become breezy as well as it pushes through. And as you can see, no snow expected here. All the snow will be well off to the north and northwest and moving through the northeast part of the country, but a decent rain event for the local area. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we do have that red risk for those elevated winds this afternoon, mainly towards the later part of the afternoon, but otherwise seeing green conditions over the next 24 hours. We do have those cloudy conditions around this morning, and we could see a peak of sun as we get towards the later part of the morning, and then we'll see those clouds building back in around 4,000 feet as we go through the afternoon hours, as those winds start to pick up around 10 to 15 knots, gusting up to 27 knots at the peak for the later part of the afternoon. But otherwise, a fairly seasonable day temperature-wise, with our high expected around 46 degrees. Then as we go into the evening, we'll see those winds just become a slight breeze, but not as gusty as we go through the overnight. We'll see those skies clearing, becoming clear, and that will allow those temperatures to drop down to around 26 to 25 degrees as we get into Friday morning. Right now, tides are running a foot above normal. Looking at the next couple of days, a nice and chilly day for our day on Friday, starting off mostly sunny with some high clouds increasing later in the day. We'll see a high around 43 degrees with green conditions for our weather risk. Those green conditions continue as we go into Friday evening. We'll see partly cloudy early on, and again, those clouds will be on the increase as we go through the overnight time frame, becoming overcast, and we'll see another cold evening with a low around 29 degrees. And then going into Saturday, that's when we'll start to feel the impacts of that area of low pressure. We'll see overcast conditions, again, that chance of light rain by the later part of the morning, and then that rain becomes likely as we get into the afternoon. The more moderate to heavier rain late afternoon into the evening time frame, and we'll see those winds picking up a bit, becoming breezy, but Expecting that temperature to gradually increase as we go through today, expecting a high around 51 degrees, so mild for this time of year. But we do have that red risk for precip, and we're seeing a yellow risk for those winds that are above 25 knots, and an orange risk for those reduced sealants and visibilities with that shower activity moving through. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.